Hey everybody, it's Sean, your local dietitian out of Atlanta. Today we're going to learn how to break down a cabbage. The reason I'm doing some of these videos on how to break down certain foods, just because it becomes one of the fundamental things you need to do when it comes to cooking, right? Like, I have this whole cabbage. If I don't know how to cut it up, break it down, then I'm not going to be able to make it into either one, a vegetable dish, or two, incorporate it into another dish if I can't get it from a whole form to a diced or a cut or a broken down form. All right, so first thing, I have obviously a couple big leaves here on the outside. If these kind of look discolored and not very good, you can always just peel those off and start with what's underneath. So I'm just kind of do that right now. And sometimes having these leaves flopping around when you're trying to cut something can be a little bit slippery and make it hard to obviously cut the cabbage. Now, if these look fine, you can cut those up with the cabbage as well. It's really up to you if you want to do that or not. Now, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the cabbage with the little knob part down. I'm gonna hold both sides and I'm gonna come in the middle with the knife and I'm gonna cut straight down on the cabbage, all right? Again, you wanna make sure you have a sharp knife so when you're going down, it's just slicing directly through. So as I open my cabbage up in half, you can see this is what the inside looks like. Now, since you have this core on the bottom, what I usually do here is I cut almost like a triangle piece, because where this core is gonna go up into the cabbage. Obviously the core is gonna be super hard, and that's not something you're gonna wanna eat or chew on while you're eating the cabbage and cooking it. So I'm gonna come from the side here, and I see where my core is at, so I'm gonna come down at an angle, slice into the cabbage and down, find where the top of that other point is right here. I'm gonna slice into the cabbage and down. And then all you're gonna do is stick your big thumb here, and then you're gonna pull that core out. If you end up going into it and you can see there's more core in there that you wanna cut out, like there's a little bit more extra here, I'm just gonna slice that out as well. So there's one of my cabbages done. I'm gonna do the same exact thing, looking for where the core is. And I'm gonna slice that out as well. All right, so since the core is done from the cabbage, how are we gonna slice this next? So the flat part is gonna go down on my cutting board, so that way you can see it doesn't have a lot of room to slide, whereas if it's like this and you're trying to cut it and it's moving around, a lot higher chance to possibly cut yourself, which you don't want to do. Now again, you can cut your cabbage in any size that you want. You could do a really rough chop, you could do a fine chop, it's up to you. I'm just gonna do 3 or 4 big cuts across my cabbage. So 1, 2, 3. So I cut it long ways or horizontally. Now I'm gonna cut it the opposite way. Just kind of really rough chops all the way across. Okay? And that's it. That's how you cut a cabbage. Really easy recipe: olive oil, salt, pepper, some type of vinegar. You could do a apple cider vinegar or a white vinegar, and then put it in the pan. Put a little bit of water in there just to kind of steam it. Cook it for probably 15 to 20 minutes on medium heat. If you like it obviously crunchy, or you like it a little bit, al dente, you cook it for that 15-20 minutes. If you want to obviously cook a little bit more, probably between 25 or 20 to 25 minutes. Again, lots of stuff you can do with cabbage. I really like cabbage mixed in with different types of Asian cuisines or dishes. So whether it's throwing in things like soy sauce and ginger, or oyster sauce, fish sauce, sesame seeds or sesame oil, lots of different type of Asian herbs, spices, and oils that you can throw in there to really enhance the dish. Especially if you're getting stuff, especially like ginger, and you're getting garlic fresh and cutting it up and mixing it in with that, really definitely takes it to another level. So hope this helped. Hope this allowed you to learn how to cut and break down a cabbage so that you can try it as one of your vegetable dishes this week. If you guys want to watch any more videos like this, or anything on exercise training technique, my podcast, which is the Roots Podcast, you can go into my IG bio in my link, hit it up there, and you can get all my digital links in one spot to learn more about that stuff. All right, have an awesome day.